Hi folks, welcome back to Mark's Speed Shop. In today's video, I'm going to be working on Laura's LX Mustang a little bit more. What I'm going to be doing, and what you're going to see, is I'm going to take the front wheels off, take the tires off, prep the wheels, and paint them. Now, I'm thinking with all the video I got, it's going to be a multi-part. It may be two parts. I may end up with a third video on this same thing, simply because I've got a lot of content, and I'm still using my program that only does short videos at a time. I'm working on the other one, but when they say it's a learning curve to move up to the other one, man, whew, it is. So I'm working on that. I really appreciate you coming back. Please watch it, enjoy it. I've got some good information on prepping something for paint and painting stuff. And this is not high dollar expensive stuff. This is something anybody can do, but it's very important stuff if you want to paint something and you want paint to stick onto it. So thanks for coming back. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy. All right, we're going to take these tires, take these wheels and tires off and put the new ones. I'm going to paint the wheels. So you'll see that in a minute. All right, let's get these tires off here. See if we can get started on cleaning the wheels up to paint them. All right, well, I already took the first one off the rim. Had a heck of a time. These tires are very short. They're 225/60/15s. So they're kind of short. They're very old. They're a little weather checked, a little dry rotted, but not terribly bad. I don't want Laura driving, going on very far around the block or the town or something. That's one thing. I will use these to hold something up around here, but really for what I fool with, they're too short too. But they'll hold air, they'll hold the car up. That'll be fine. These wheels, these 10-hole Mustang wheels, are 7 inches wide. And Lord, with a short tire and an antique tire machine, they're a dog. They're a dog to get off. You can't even break it down from the top with this machine. So I have to break down the bottom, flip it over, and break down the top. And I had a heck of a time, the front, I mean. Had a heck of a time with the other one because I tried it with breaking this part down first, and it would not do it. So I flipped it over and did the bottom back side first, and then I only had to move a couple times for this. I've been fighting it. I've done about enough work on that one wheel as I Whew, I about want to do all day, but I still need to get these off, and I want to get them prepped for painting. Actually, that did just perfect. But the top part won't go down in this wheel, so I have to flip it over. All right, it finally broke loose. Since the wheel, I don't know, it's deeper on this side, so it fits the machine all right when it's this way, upside down. I mean, anyway, when I have the outside of the wheel on the bottom, it gets to the rim too quick. So I take the pry bar and pry it up on that little piece down there, so it catches the tire more than it catches the wheel. All right, now let's get this off. All right, once you break it loose, it's that easy. Next, we're going to take them down, clean them up, wash them up, and get them ready for. All right, now we're going to go ahead and take them down to the house. That's where I have all the stuff. And I'm going to wash them good in Dawn. This liquid, which will take all the grease and road grime and any silicone stuff, like if nobody has since I've had it, but anybody puts Armor All or something like that on your tires, that's silicone based, and you can't paint with that. It's how you get fish eyes and all kinds of mess. So if you use dish soap, like Dawn's the best. That's why they wash the little ducks in it. It strips all the waxes and greases off. So that's a very, very important step to prepping. And you never want to sand anything before you do that, because all you're doing is grinding that silicone in, and it'll make a terrible finish. I've got my wash bucket full of Dawn and a sponge, of course. And I do have a Scotch-Brite. So what I'm going to do is give it kind of a quick washing. And I'll do the front and the back. And then that's going to help get some of the grime and grease and grime off of it. And then I'm going to flip them over and do the back side. So I'm going to wash the whole wheel, and then I'll show you when I do a little Scotch-Brite. Wash them down both sides. And now I've got it's kind of an old piece, but it's a red Scotch-Brite, which I think is about a 360 grit, 360 or 380. I'd like to have a little bit newer one, but this has still got a little bite to it. So I'm going to scrub it with this, which will help clean it and sand it. And then after I've done all this, it's going to be ready to take back up to the shop. I'll leave them out here for a little while to dry off. Take them back up to the shop, blow them off, and we'll move the Charger and get them set up to put a little paint on them. And don't worry, I'm gonna scrub it a whole lot harder than this. I'll do that off camera. But you get the idea, Scotch-Brite. All right, I've washed and Scotch-Brited. Now they are clean, degreased. And one step closer to paint. So let me clean all this extra soap up. And yes, it don't do any good being on the truck, but it's just the edges. And as much as I do like my Soul Shaker, it is my truck. So I use it. All right, I'm gonna let these sit out here and dry a little bit. And then we're gonna take them back up to the shop. Do a little more final cleaning on them. Get them ready for paint. We'll pick this up in just a moment. All right, well, I got the Charger crank and pulled out of here. I would have videoed that, but I don't have the alternator back on the Charger yet. And so I'm just running straight off my weak battery. Y'all know me and my battery. And so I was in and out of the car, and I go hit click, 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 adjust the thing, click, click, run, click, click. So I did all that, and I finally got it to hit, so I jumped in the car, fired it up, got it running, backed it out, cut it off, because I don't want to run that battery down anymore. But I'm set up here. Actually, what just clacked, if you heard it, was in this box that I'm going to set the wheels up on to paint. They're actually brand new rocker panels for the 71 pickup. So that's one reason I started this channel, is I got all this old junk, all these old cars, and I got so much work I need to do to them. So I thought, well, hey, I might as well video this, and if it possibly turns into something later on down the line, I might actually make $1 or $2 to help pay for all this junk I'm doing. But we'll see. So back to the prep and the painting. All right, get them all set up. Now I'm running a little piece of tape around the valve stem that's in it. Might end up putting new one in it, might not. I'll check and make sure they're okay. But I don't want to paint them right now anyway. We'll blow them off and work on prepping them a little bit more. Preparation is always the key to any kind of paint work. All right, now I'm gonna make sure I put the paint in the paint shaker to get it all mixed up and get the metallic good. Y'all like my fancy paint shaker? It's a redneck variety. Right here I got about a half a quart of metallic silver. What I painted the matching wheels to these with, and it looks good. It's still holding up. Something else I always use, and I really like, not a paid endorsement, I wish it was, is adhesion promoter. It says here plastic adhesion promoter, but it works on everything, okay? What I do is I spray a light coat of this. I don't have a whole lot left, and then you get some more. But you just put a little bit on. Be careful, this will run, so you don't want to load it on. You just want to put maybe 2 light coats so it doesn't get run. It get run, it's going to look like the paint ran. But anyway, this is really good for any painting project that's, well, what I say automotive. You could do it anywhere. Housework. I don't know how much it helps with wood, but it could. But plastic, metal, aluminum. You could even take glass, put a light coat of this on it, let it set up just a few minutes, and then paint it. And that paint will not come off until you scrape it off. This is some good stuff. I use it when I paint a car. I'll have it all sanded, all cleaned, all taped, ready to go. But if I have things like a vented cowl panel, I'll spray a little bit of this all around it. I'll spray it around the window edges, the door handles, the tail lights, anything like that that might get a little extra handling, any extra traffic. And it helps. It holds it on there. So I'm going to put a little dab of this on it. And then I'm going to put just a tiny little light bit of light gray primer on it. And then we're going to start painting. So I'll show you all that. I normally spray it a little more evenly, but I'm almost out. And you got to go all the way around, especially one like these 10-hole wheels, because you've got all this surface in there. So you don't want to just hit part of it. You want to try to get all of it, and in the wheel and all around. And these wheels also have a dip that goes all the way around. So you don't want it to run, but you want to get it kind of everywhere. And it will make everything stick. And I'll just let that set up about 5 minutes or 7 minutes. Now I'm just going to do a little round can primer. Just a little bit of light coating. I'm not going to load it down with primer and sand it and all that stuff. I just want to put a little bit on as kind of a sealer so the paint will look better. Hold on good. All right. Now, that will make it look better and make it hold, Well, folks, that's going to wrap up part 1 of this video on painting the wheels on Laura's Mustang. Please come back and watch part 2. I'm going to upload that right after this one. I'm not waiting a week. So it should be available by the time you see this. If not, it'll be tomorrow. So it'll be right after it. And please come back, watch that one. And I really appreciate you viewing, you coming back to see me. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Just hit that little button. And until next time, I'll see you at the shop.